Hey guys, welcome back to The Swarm. Today, we are looking at our forest's role in carbon sequestration. Carbon sequestration is the long-term storage of carbon in plants and trees, soils, geologic formations, and the ocean. Carbon sequestration occurs both naturally and as a result of anthropogenic activities, and typically refers to the storage of carbon that has the immediate potential to become carbon dioxide gas. Currently, there are gaps in our understanding of forests and how CO2 atmospheric levels affect them, but we do know a number of things. Almost a third of global anthropogenic CO2 emissions have been absorbed by forests, which is roughly the same as our oceans. This makes our forests the most efficient natural resource for carbon sequestration. Carbon sequestration is an important factor in combating climate change. Fossil fuels are responsible for pollutants in our air causing the greenhouse effect, global health issues, and not to mention further dividing the gap between economic classes. Taking a high-level approach to carbon sequestration, we currently understand that 0.93 tons of CO2 is sequestered per acre of forest each year. This generalization can be used to help us understand on a global level the maximum amount each person should be emitting. Right now, that number is 2.2 tons of CO2 per year, and shortly, our app will challenge and inspire you to reach this goal. But this generalization is not a one-size-fits-all solution. There are many types of forests on the globe, containing a range of different types of trees at different ages, providing old growth and new. They all sequester carbon at different rates. Modeling the carbon cycle will be a mammoth task, and we really hope advances in data modeling and AI will provide these solutions. What needs further examination is how much of the external CO2 emissions will be sequestered into the closed forest ecosystem. Before man's intervention, Howard Odum described an ecosystem in balance. The carbon released from decaying matter or natural fires is balanced by the growth rate of the forest. But what happens when fossil fuel emissions disrupt this balance? Current studies suggest the extra CO2 in the atmosphere has provided more rapid tree growth. In the last 50 years, forests are taking in more CO2. This could be a cyclic change. However, in no period in the past does any data suggest this has ever occurred on a global scale. So, is it good for combating climate change if the trees are growing at a faster rate? Unfortunately, that may not be the case. If trees are living shorter lives due to the increased growth rate, current models have not included the possibility that soil fertility may fall. What happens when this fertility falls below the limit to sustain a forest ecosystem? Linking changes in our climate to changes in a forest's ecosystem still requires further studies, but there does appear to be a strong connection. As with climate science, the full effect of these changes in an ecosystem will only be apparent in the decades to come. So, next time you're walking in a forest or taking shade at your local park, take a moment to consider how crucial the trees are for our survival. And remember, we should be trying to conserve as much of our forests as possible. What can you do to help? Thanks for joining us. Subscribe to our channel and join the swarm. See you next time.